save Africa, freedom and restoration. If you no get mine, come up, but all you collect would do. Yeah. Oppression, Python dance, it no stop us. Yeah. Army kill us, they no stop us. Yeah. Tinipu hunger, they no reach us. They kidnap and the jail and we steal for us. Oh yeah, everywhere from Nigeria down rugged. Oh yeah, we put the struggle for to pilot. Nigerians they complain, hey, say hunger too much, hey, say suffer too much, hey, but my people gallant. 10 million thanks to Timojuku, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ek, all in Biafra. Amen, hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. Biafra when independence, yeah. Freedom to Africa, yeah. Bye bye to Nigeria. Amen, hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. Despite sins and my struggles.
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. I hope you enjoyed the Solidarity March. And thank you for coming. So today is our final day at this convention. Briggy Media, are you live? No? Please take your positions, and may all that are able to stand, stand please, and remain standing until after the invocation.
shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious hero, both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by your enlightenment. Biafra, shining forever.
Our Father who art in heaven, nna anyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job. You must listen and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very absolutely fantastic job. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
When we hear sacred words that has to do with humanity, this is what triggers every move we make. I, in particular, I represent that. And the way it is, it's all about the place within you, inside you, where your thought comes from, that made you who you are and brings your reputation. And all of you that are standing for the truth today, this is what you all have in common, as everyone is like, I. Somebody say, I. This is a sacred territory, holy territory, holy territory, Kodesh Kedus I, Eben Sochi. Somebody say, Chi Uku. I just couldn't hear you, Chi Uku. Olakele kolakele badada nanzopụta Biafra. Olakele kolakele badala kende maka nzọpụta wada ụfọdụ ka na-eche ka kwụọ ụgwọ ọlụ mmezi okwu ụjọ. Ọ maka ha da-afụ ụzọ ịfụ na katama wee na-akwụ ụgwọ chi ukwu. Somebody help me. Asimono, ibali mmụọ chi ukwu, ị ga-ebuwukwa eziokwu. Ibali mmanwụ, ị ga-ekwukwa eziokwu ma ịfụ ya. Ụfọdụ na-emeso gara mana eziokwu na-eyi ọbara. Otu ihe ngwara ụmụ Biafra agakwa ntị onu n'ebe n'ime ọzara. Rastafari anyị n'ime ọzara, ọbata obi ya ebe anyị n'ime ọzara, ọhamadike anyị n'ime ọzara, unu nta niile nọ n'ime ọzara. Chi ukwu, say, bless you.
All right. Thank you, Hamadike, for the invocation. Thank you, Biafrans. The reason you are seeing the pie chart is that we want to make it sink to the powers that be, wherever they may be, that the result of our self-referendum was ratified by the delegates here in this hall yesterday. And it is 100% yes. Along with the declaration of the restoration of the independent United States of Biafra, the delegates said yes. That is the key data. No one shall refute that data. The people have spoken. That is why it is on the screen, so that they see it, they internalize it, and then they will begin the discussions. So, ladies and gentlemen, like yesterday, today is full of government and Biafra business. So please, do not come to the stage unless you are invited. At this juncture, we invite the Chief of Staff to present the United States of Biafra Constitution. Madam Chief of Staff.
kunyeno, Igbo kunyeno. Ife me wanyi kanyi mutifeo, ife me wanyi kanyi mulanya o. Ani aga bachi kitiki ife merende na ni manyo. Chukwe kwena o, bike kwena o, chukwe kwena o, lise kwena o. Ani bofuo, oti najianyo, ani bofuo, oti nemuranyi. Chukwe bikanyo, Igwe bikanyi, ani waka kono, ndira banaga. Chukwe bikanyo, Igwe bikanyi, ani baka kono, ndira nyabanaga o. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, Igbo fuo, muchukuo. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, Igbo fuo, muchukuo. Anyamiri na bambo, mgbe nchetara obi Igbo. Imano soso na somo, kiya mere anyị n'Enugu. Agamakodo ne garibe ya o, agamakolo ne ka ọ dị mma o. Arụ emegokwana njinje jigokwana, ife niile megokwana n'ala Igbo. Ọgbaghara dịgokwana n'ala Igbo. Onye nụrụ kwuritere n'ose tigo. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, anyị bofuo ụmụ Chukwu. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, anyị bofuo ụmụ Chukwu. Afugono ife ndiro meranyo, makana dirofuo. Ndiro buranyo, makanya morido. Nsogbu dị n'ime anyị, ọgbaghara dị n'ime anyị, nkewa dị n'ime anyị, makanya morido. Anyukwu dị n'ime anyị, ibu mmadụ dị n'ime anyị, oge ọchịchọ dị n'ime anyị, makanya morido. Ya mere ndị iro juru be anyị, Igwe kwere mkwere be anyị, ndị iro juru be anyị, Olise kwere mkwere be anyị. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, anyị bofuo ụmụ Chukwu. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, anyị bofuo ụmụ Chukwu.
Yeah. Otu Mamwanya Nekene, our eternal leader, General D. Odimegwu Chukwu, our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Muhammad Ikendi. Ana m ekene General
All right. Good day, everyone. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail the United States of Biafra. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, and welcome back to day 5 of our convention here in Finland. We thank each and every one of you. And like Honorable Chairman has said, today is going to be a lot of Biafran business and the government business. We want to make sure that everybody that has their ID card printed, you're going to get that before you leave Finland. And we also want to make sure that Biafrans get a copy of the Biafra Constitution and the Declaration. And there's the book that was written for Albert Obie. I presume they've started selling that or giving that. People have started ordering their copies from the New Dimension Mandate website, which I know most of you in Biafra government are familiar with. You can go there once the link is out to start ordering. This time I'm going to present the Biafra Constitution. And I'm just going to quickly run through the major areas, not the whole Constitution, just the areas of importance, to let the world know that we are ready as a country. We put everything in place. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has put all the structures needed for us to kickstart our new nation. And we are very, 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 very grateful for that. We also send our thanks to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who is right here. I know he'll be happy with us, whatever he is. We thank him for that. I want to use this opportunity also to thank all men on ground, the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces that are safeguarding us and taking care of us every day, taking care of our land, preventing the terrorists from the Nigeria state from raping our women, killing our children, and taking over our land. They do this day and night. And our Prime Minister, Obatobia, has set up the structure for that. from beginning to end. So we are very, very grateful for that. And then we thank our own Obatobia, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. He is the one that made today's event to be possible. Without him, this may never have happened. So we are very, very grateful. He is the reason for the season. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly present this Constitution. Again, the table of contents for our Constitution is well established. Professor Chairman. Okay, we need it here, so okay. So our Constitution covers so many things based on our history and peculiarities and things that are very unique to us as Biafrans. We put all that into consideration in establishing our Constitution. As I said earlier, we have 40 states in the United States of Biafra. Each of these states have 15 counties, and they have the districts, and they have the wards. That is how the government of Biafra is structured. Yeah, but how do I score? All right. Thank you so much. So those of you that are going to get a copy of our Constitution, there are a couple of questions and concerns people have asked in the past. And when you get that copy, please take your time to read every single section of our Constitution. We took care of some of those concerns that people may have in our Constitution. We started with the table of contents for our Constitution. You can see from the beginning, the citizenship, we talked about the confederating state of Biafra. We have a confederate state of Biafra with unicameral form of legislature, which we think is going to serve our people better. And then we talked about the different duties of the states, the relationship between the states and the federal. We have all that covers. We have the citizenship and political rights. We have the relations with foreign states and all that. All that we are captured in our Constitution. Fundamental rights, the citizens' right. Those are basic things that Biafrans have never really enjoyed. Over the years, as we have been part of Nigeria, we've gone through a lot. So those fundamental rights that were denied us as a people, we cover that in our Constitution, where every single Biafran have the power to rise to their highest level, devoid of the ethnicity, the locality, the religion, and all that. We make sure we take care of that to make sure Biafra is and is going to be one of the best countries in the world. We talked about our energy communications in Biafra land. We are going to establish a country where there is freedom of the press. Unlike in Nigeria, where the press is controlled by the government. They are told what to report and what not to report. That is not going to happen in Biafra land. Under our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, we established a constitution that is going to guarantee the freedom of the press and the freedom of the Biafran people to express their opinions without bias. So those are the things that we covered in our Constitution. Our economy is going to be one of the best in the world because we have the brains. We have Biafra brains all over the world, outside the Biafra land, making and building and creating wealth for countries outside Biafra land. Now we want all our people scattered all over the world to come back to Biafra land and start building that. So imagine what is going to happen when all these brains that are building countries outside, when we go back and start building our country, you know what it's going to look like. We covered all that in our Constitution. We also covered about housing, employment, social security, resident permit, civil law, criminal law, finance system. All these were covered in our Constitution. The people and the state. We covered things like the referendum, political parties, all that are covered in our Constitution. The federal authorities. We covered the Federal Assembly, the Confederation, the Parliament, and membership of the Parliament, the structures, what each state is supposed to contribute to the Parliament, both at the state level and at the federal level. All that is covered in our Constitution. And there are so many positions for true Biafrans to occupy in their state or at the federal level to help us build our country. So there's just no need of fighting for any position. We have millions of positions for Biafrans. Duties and powers of the Parliament was also captured. The executive, the National Executive Council, all that was covered. Citizenship, different type of citizenship, either by birth, by naturalization, dual citizenship, citizenship by registration, denial of citizenship. We took the peculiar nature of Biafrans scattered all over the world in developing the citizenship status of our people. Because most Biafrans run away from the Nigerian terrorist state. Because if you express yourself, if you talk about Biafra in Nigeria, they will come after you, they kill you. As I talk right now, Nigerian government under President Tinubu, they deployed Nigerian military and they are roaming the whole streets of Biafra land. And they kill the young boys, the young girls, anybody that is talking about Biafra just for the ideology, you become a victim. Not anymore. We can't allow that to happen anymore. United States of Biafra is now a full-fledged country. We do not need anybody to approve us as a country. Yes. If you think you are going to wait until United Nations approve us as a country, or until African Union approve us as a country, or until Nigerian government say, okay, you all can go now and form your own country, you are going to wait forever. It is our right for self-determination. It is our right to choose our leaders. And that is exactly what we are doing. And United Nations approved that, the right for self-determination. African Union approved that. So it is left for them to continue to work with Biafrans, and we are going to continue to reach out to make the statements using all our international lawyers that our Prime Minister already set up, who have already set a lot of things in motion. And I know it won't be long before we all start going home en masse. In developing the citizenship of Biafra, United States of Biafra, our Prime Minister and the committee that worked on the Constitution, they paid special attention to the peculiarities of Biafrans scattered all over the world. Biafrans that have children all over the world. Biafrans that have husbands and wives all over the world. Biafrans have been chased away from Nigerian government all over the world. Those things are captured, and we put in place structures that will make our Biafran citizens to continue to support whatever foreign government or country where they belong to, and at the same time, continue to gradually move back into our Biafra territory. All that is covered in our Constitution. So I know this Constitution of the United States of Biafra, we do acknowledge and affirm with changes, and I'm just going to go ahead and read the final portion of that. The Constitution of the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra do acknowledge and affirm with changes the Charter of the Confederating States. Remember, last year we were in Helsinki. We developed a couple of charters that led to this area. Also known as the Biafra-Helsinki Declaration in Finland, and herein referred to as Biafra Charter, unanimously adopted as a prelude act by the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in homeland October 21, 2023. Our resolve. We, the people of the United States of Biafra, resolved to redeclare the May 30, 1967 Biafra Independence Day hereby actualize, renew, reaffirm, declare, and continue in accordance and pursuant to the declaration with all the implications thereof. Recognize and salute the sacrifice of our forefathers, our heroes, who were martyred for the cause of our freedom, and those who were killed because they are Biafrans. Reaffirm the peoples and nations of Biafra make neither war nor peace. We, the state or peoples of Nigeria, we exercise a natural right, a popular right, a political right, and a right supported by United Nations Organization Charter and international law. The right to self-determination, right to self-defense, and right to self-governance, in the certain realization that only the effective exercise of self-determination by the peoples and nation of Biafra will end the state of occupation and subjugation by Nigeria. We proclaim that we are one people of one nation, bound together in the ideology of nationhood. Our language, cultures, and traditions are but of a common root and founded by our ancestors. Establish our nation under the sovereign control and eternal lordship of Elohim, or as called in our various languages. Declare that peace, unity, progress, and equity shall be our drive. The sacrifices made by our heroes shall not be taken for granted. Affirm that our nation shall be one of the finest in the world. We shall enforce our complete resolve to the rule of law, principles of equality of all indigenous people of Biafra before the law, and strict obeisance to fundamental human rights as enshrined in this Constitution. Submit that we stand on the principles of equity between men and women and the right of children as provided in this Constitution. Commit to our sovereignty as Biafra nation in strict respect to state governance under the ordinance of a confederacy as provided in this Constitution. Determine that all forms of sabotage, betrayal, and every criminal action intended to jeopardize our nationhood or prejudicing our collective existence shall be eliminated. Again, this is very, very peculiar to us as a country. All of you are aware how long we've been trying to be a nation. After the end of the Civil War in 1970, when over 3 million of Biafrans were murdered. Those things that were in existence in that time, it is still in existence now. And that is why we cannot take the sabotage of this beautiful struggle. We're not going to take it lightly with anybody. We agree to establish sanity in our system of government based on our indigenous models. We shall operate a consensus and pluralistic structure in our system of government. Stipulate that our system of government, which is constitutional based, shall include effective mechanisms in resolving conflict, promote good governance, eliminate corruption, foster unity, reconciliation, social justice, speedy development, promote orientation culture, multifaceted educational approach, tolerance, and nationhood. We collectively affirm and endorse through our national referendum the Constitution of the United States of Biafra as a confederacy on this day, 29th November 2024. And again, every genuine Biafra here knows what the history that led to the two dates, and we cannot take anything for granted. And that is why Biafrans, we will continue to outsmart them. We will continue to do what we are doing. And our international lawyers are fully following the dates. So do not worry about that. So, the creation of the United States of Biafra, the Biafra Act, on the day, 29 November 2024, legally establishes the United States of Biafra, consisting of 40 states, hence becoming the officially recognized state of Biafra nation as enshrined in the Constitution. So, all of us here, we've read or we've seen all the different sections of the Constitution. If you are here as a Biafran, a friend of Biafra, and if you do not support this Constitution of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. If you do not support, raise your hand. And I want the Brigade Media to cover this particular section. If you do not support the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. 100% support for the Constitution of the United States of Biafra. Thank you so much, Biafrans. USB, the next one. The currency, yes. Thank you so much, Biafrans. That's the way to do that. We are not wasting time. We got to flow. Thank you all so much. At this point, the United States of Biafra Constitution has been adopted. And the copies, you can pick up your copies and all that. The next item we are going to present to you is the United States of Biafra currency.
Oh, don't be sad. Don't be sad, Blanity.
We have met every single criteria to be a nation, and nobody can stop us. Fellow Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, we hereby present the United States of Biafra currency. The Ejema is our money. All right, thank you so much. Yes. All right.
COS. Please, am I permitted? A couple of seconds, please. I want them to get used to the name. Ejema, nejeje na bata. Ejema wijoma. Nejeje na bata. Asim na Ejema wijoma. Ejema.
Our currency It's going to be one of the strongest currency in the world. I'm telling you, I promise you that. So in providing our currency, we took so many things into consideration based on how other countries, the standard that is operative. While we take the good things from different countries, we also put the good things that the Biafra people have experienced to pass the message to the world. In establishing the currency, we have the notes and we have the coins. If you look at the portrait of our one Ejema note, it has the picture of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. In the front of the currency, you have the portrait of our Honorable Prime Minister, the denomination 1 in numerals, and in English, we have the Bank of Biafra logo, we have the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun, we have the watermark of the Honorable Prime Minister, the ESM portrait. When you look at our currency, the front, in all Biafran banknotes, you look deeply, you are going to see in the background the picture of our Prime Minister and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, hidden inside those notes. So when you start using our notes, look out for that. You can't just see it ordinarily, but when you look deep, you will see there are pictures hidden inside all the notes. On the back of, again, in the front of our Biafra notes, you are going to see the signature of the Treasurer of the United States of Biafra and the Secretary to the Treasury. You're also going to see the numbers written on the left upper hand side and on the lower. And then you're going to also see the year that money was printed. All that is going to be captured here. And Biafra notes are going to carry top security features that will make it hard for people to manipulate or fake our currency. On the back of our $1, of our one Ejema, you are going to see our loyalty to God. Biafra is built. Biafra is built with loyalty to God. We also have the back, the image of the refinery. Biafra country is where we have majority of the mineral resources that comes from Nigeria, but we are the one that don't enjoy those resources. Not anymore. Not anymore. That takes us to our 5 Ejema, which is our second note. Our 5 Ejema have the portrait of Chukwuma Nzogu. We have the denominations 5 in numerals and English. We have the Bank of Biafra logo. We have the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun. We have watermark of a palm wine topper. And if you look deep, inside you will see the head of our Prime Minister and the head of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in that currency. Still same features on the back. On the reverse side, we have the denominations. We have the image of the Obudu Mountain Resort and the Ahum Waterfalls. And we also have the watermark of the images of MNK and ESN.
Ebube dike dike nam dikanu. Memma, memma. Odagu waki dike Simon Ekpa. Memma, kanyanyaj. Anyapata kwane auto pilot. Biafra government in exile. Memma, the BLA.
All right. That is our 10 Ejema notes. So we have the portrait of our Honorable Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in the front. We have the denomination 10 in numerals and English. We have the Bank of Biafra logo. We have the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun. We have the United States of Biafra in all our notes. And we also have the 10 Ejema used as a background. In the reverse back, we have the image of women farming. In the reverse side, we try to showcase all the different things that are peculiar with Biafrans. And that is what we're, even in this 10 Ejema, if you look deeply, you will still see the head of our MNK and our able Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in the background. We have the 20 Ejema. We have our 20 Ejema with the portrait of Margaret Ekpa. The denomination 20 in numerals and English, Bank of Biafra logo, the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun, 20 Ejema used as a background. We have fishermen at the background. On the background shows our loyalty to God. And then also shows the fishermen and some cultural explanations on the background. That is our 20 Ejema. Again, all the features we see are consistent in all the notes. So we go to the next note. We have our 50 Ejema note with the portrait of our leader, Philip Effiong. We have the denomination 50 in numerals and English, the Bank of Biafra logo, watermark of images of skyscrapers at the background. Again, each of these notes, if you look inside, you see the head of MNK and ESN inside. On the back, we have our loyalty to God, and then the images of the Afara tree, watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun, and watermark of 50 Ejema reading on the background. This is our 50 Ejema with the same features we see in our own 1 Ejema. We go to the next note. Thank you. Our 100 Ejema note has the picture of our own Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. Again, with all the similar features that we have consistent with our money, and then we have the denominations, 100 in numerals and English, the Bank of Biafra logo, the watermark of the background images, all that. We have that image of a futuristic car and a city scape. We have that on the back with our loyalty to God. Those are the notes that we have. And now we are going to move to the coins.
Ejema is older than Naira. Ejema pint and kill Naira.
All right, thank you so much. So in determining the coins for Biafra, we took so many things into cognizance. So those that may ask, oh, why the stages, why we chose what we chose. Different countries choose the pictures of people that will be in their currency based on their history. There are countries, I think like United States, most of the pictures that are in their currency are dead individuals. There are other countries in Europe that choose both dead and living. In Biafra, we choose both dead and living. In the design for our one Ejema, you may have noticed we have our Prime Minister on the one Ejema note, and then we have him on the one coin. Of the coins, the name for our coin is one Ejem. And the reason we have him at that one is all these people we featured, they've played a major role in Biafra restoration, in bringing the United States of Biafra. But the individual that has made it happen today is our Obato Bie. Yes, and we give credit to all the people that have tried, that have done the same thing in the past. We chose him on the one AJ coin, one Ejema coin, because we strongly believe, usually in most countries, the one is usually the one most people use. So we try to make sure that every child, every individual, every person in Biafra, as they continue to use the one Ejema in buying things or selling, they will always remember what this individual did to bring the United States of Biafra. So in the front of the one Ejema coin, so we have one Ejema in the coin and we have one Ejema in the note. That is the only one that comes in coin and in note. So we have the portrait of His Excellency by Simon Njoku. We have the denomination one in numeral. The reverse back, we have the image of the three-headed dragon logo, which he loves so much.
Conquering dragon.
Then we have our one Ejem. One Ejem is the lowest, like just regular coin. One Ejem have the image of the map of Biafra. That is the map of Biafra in front of one Ejem, and the back image of a computer depicting our prowess in the field of technology. And the primary color is gold. So we go to our next coin.
What the vibes? Struggle or
So in our 5 Ejem coin, we have our own Ikonsor, and then we have and we have the denomination 5 in numerals. In the back, we have the image of a landscape with a palm tree and the rising sun at the background. Then we have our 10 Ejem coin. You all remember Bruce Mayrock? We honor Bruce Mayrock. He was the guy that set himself on fire in front of the United Nations building because of the killings and atrocities that Nigeria did to Biafra during the Civil War, 1967 to 1970. He set himself on fire, and that's why we honor him. And on the back, we have the image of basket of mixed fruits and vegetables, showing that Biafra land is a land of vegetation, high vegetation. We have the 25 coin, 25 Ejem coin. And we have Chief Frank Opigo. He was the one that coined the name Biafra. And that is the portrait of Chief Frank Opigo, denomination 25 in numerals. At the back, we have the image of the palm tree, denomination 25 in numeral, and English primary color is silver. That is the end of the Biafra currency. So we encourage everyone, please, before you leave today, ensure you get a copy of the Biafra, United States of Biafra Constitution and our declaration page. Very, very important. Thank you so much, Biafrans. We have presented the United States of Biafra currency. I know we also have our financial monetary policy for the United States of Biafra, and we are also going to do the formal thing that we do for Biafrans here present and friends of Biafrans. If you are in this room and you do not support the use, the approval of the currency of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. If you do not support the use, the approval of the currency and monetary policies of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. So we have 100% approval. All hail Biafra! Thank you so much.
Happy.
Great Biafrans. Thank you so much. As some of you have been following our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, during his presentations and plans that he has. Based on the approval and what our Prime Minister has wanted to be done, our Prime Minister, most of you that have listened to him, followed him, will bear witness to this statement that our Prime Minister has always said. Once the United States of Biafra is declared, the current Brigade cabinet will be dissolved. And on that note, based on the powers vested on me, I hereby dissolve the current Brigade cabinet of the Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto. Thank you so much.
Struggle autopilot.
I hereby call on Dr. Dorothy to present the current structure of the United States of Biafra with Mazi Uche. Thank you so much.
Have really come a long way. So, no shaking. So, by the grace of God, I am Dr. Dorothy Anthony. I am the Secretary for the Women and Children's Services. I was tasked by His Excellency, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, on September 13, 2024, to be one of the inquiry team regarding the structure of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And on the November 1st, which was my birthday, thank you. On November 1st, 2024, I was appointed to head the Biafra Republic government in exile structure with 3 other team members. A 4 committee members, which includes Honorable Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, Honorable Paul Adenam, and Honorable Uche Obi. This structure has been approved by His Excellency, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. So, the presentation of the pre- and post-United States of Biafra structure. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, His Excellency, my Prime Minister, Simon Njoku. I know his spirit is here, so we should not be ignorant of that fact. So, distinguished guests, esteemed leaders, honored delegates, Biafrans all over the world listening to me, and will listen to me later on, it is with great honor and deep gratitude that I stand before you today as we gather for this momentous occasion and declaration, the Convention of the United States of Biafra. This convention has marked a significant milestone in the long-standing journey of the Biafran people, a journey defined by resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to the liberation, justice, dignity of our people. Today we have come together, diaspora. You can attest to our ID card. So our gathering is a testament of our past and the promise to our future. In the future, the ideals of freedom, equality, and unity will guide us, whether we like it or not. As to build a society, a country that will honor our heritage and respect every human right of the Biafran citizens. As we engage in this presentation today, but with our shared ideas and deliberate on the past, on the best paths forward, let us remember also that this convention that has led to our declaration is not merely about the political or economic structures we wish to create, but about the heart and soul of Biafran people. The spirit that has sustained us through adversity, through injustices and hardship, because most of us in diaspora still face untold hardships. Some are even in the prisons. Some are, are jobless even while they are diaspora. So we are taking our destiny in our hands. We're already taking it already. We have taken our destiny in our hands. So it is this spirit that will continue to drive all of us towards the fulfillment of our collective aspiration. So we already closing the convention today, and I use this opportunity and this space for us to reflect, collaborate, and forge strong, united, and sovereign future for the United States of Biafra. We are here to present to us the structure of the United States of Biafra. The structure of the United States of Biafra is one rooted in justice, equity, respect for the diverse cultures, traditions, aspirations, our experiences, and our professionalism. You know very well that Biafrans have a great and huge human resources. It is designed to ensure that the rights of all citizens are protected and that every state, every county, every ward, region, or community and individual has a voice to shaping our collective future. So we are calling on Biafrans all over the world, bring your talents, bring your gift, let us go on board and create our nation. Good. Thank you. So we are presenting to you the pre and post structure of the United States of Biafra that will be guided by professionals, experienced, and talented Biafrans. So please, I use this opportunity also to indulge your, all of us. Please let us try as much as we can, right after this convention or declaration, to do the right thing, to stand on the truth. Please, wherever you are, don't think, oh, nobody is seeing me. Let me misbehave, or let me, behave awkward. Please let us respect our nation and work towards a beautiful and the best the best country in the world. So as we are working together collaboratively to build a stronger, united, and free United States of Biafra, I start with, you can see, we have this structure, this historic Biafra Redeclaration Convention, we present and affirm the organizational structure of our beloved United States of Biafra. The drive for this structure is rooted on the enduring values of self-determination, justice, peace, unity, and progress, and equity. This framework represents our vision for a free and sovereign nation born from resilience and a shared commitment. The United States of Biafra's organizational structure is crafted to uphold every citizen's rights and dignity, foster inclusion and innovation, and guarantee the effective management of our diverse resources, both human and natural resources. It reflects our aspiration to build a nation where governance is transparent, accountable, and accessible. We embark on this transformation journey, or transformative journey, to shape a future honoring our heroes and our heroines, past and present struggles, securing our present stability, and inspiring future generations. Together, we lay the foundation of a prosperous, peaceful, and sovereign of the United States of Biafra. Right here, we have the table of contents. We have the map of the United States of Biafra and the 40 states and their capital. We also have the separation of powers, the cabinet members, and departments. I'm sorry, we are using departments and not ministries. And we are going to use secretaries and not ministers. Yeah. So, organogram of Biafra government, structure of the cabinet and all the departments. So here comes the separation of powers. We have the executive power. I just have to go through the titles, because if we continue talking about everything, we will not get out of here today. So we have the judicial power. We have the legislative power, that's the parliament. So here comes the cabinet of the United States of Biafra. The prime minister, the deputy prime minister, the secretary of state, secretary of the treasury, the chief of staff, the attorney general, that's under justice and legal affairs, secretary of defense. And now we have the heads of departments. So as a new country, we'll be wondering, why don't we have maybe, so many departments? As time goes on, we'll be expanding everything. But now we just want to start with something. Because, we don't have our resources are not just present. We have to build on it. So as we build on it, we'll be able to expand further. And also, I want to use this opportunity to state categorically that this structure, each department here, might have up to 10 to 30 units. So nobody should get worried about what you're going to do. Everybody will have something to do, please. So here we have the departments, Secretary of Interior and Homeland Security, Secretary of Transportation and Logistics, Secretary of Oil and Gas, Secretary of Health and Human Resources, Secretary of Science and Technology, Secretary of Education. Our education has suffered, so this time we are going to take it, head on. Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Commerce and Industry, Secretary of Finance and Economic Development, Secretary of Community and Social Services. So let's go on. So Secretary of Housing, Urban Development and Infrastructure, Secretary of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Secretary of Employment, Labor and Productivity, Secretary of Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, Secretary of Youth and Sports, Secretary of Arts, Culture and Tourism, Secretary of Water Resources and Environmental Management, Policy and Strategic Planning. And that's all for this department. So here comes the organizational structure. Like you can see, this is the organizational structure of what I've just mentioned to you, from the cabinet members to the heads of the departments. And that's the Prime Minister's office. Let me briefly, talk about it. The Prime Minister is the head of government, responsible for leading the executive branch and implementing policies to advance the nation's development. As the central figure in governance, the Prime Minister oversees national strategy, coordinates between ministries and represents departments and represents the country in domestic and international affairs. The Prime Minister is responsible for the day-to-day administration of the government. Some of the specific duties of the Prime Minister include appointing and dismissing secretaries or ministers, no more ministers but secretaries, introducing legislation to Parliament, representing the United States of Biafra at international conference and summits, making decisions on major policy issues, overseeing the work of the government's bureaucracy, providing leadership to the country, and the strategic importance is he drives national progress, ensures stability, and opposes the United States of Biafra values and aspirations. The leadership shapes the government's effectiveness in delivering meaningful change and fostering unity among citizens. And those are the units under the Prime Minister. Like I said, this might be few of the units under the Prime Minister's office. As we grow, the department will expand. So please, everybody should calm their minds and, be rest assured, if you are, you have that skill, you have that talent, you have that experience, you're going to work for the people of, the Biafran people. This is the office of the Chief of Staff. Just 3 people are under his or her office. And that's the Secretary of State, Department of State. Now, here in the Department of State, we only have 8 units. So we will still have more of these units as time unfolds. So, Secretary of the Defense of the United States of Biafra. You can see we have the military, the Air Force, the Biafra Navy, the Border Control, and some other units under it. So, whoever that is going to head, whoever that is the secretary of each department knows what he or she wants and knows what will make the United States of Biafra, a nation to reckon with, depending on your department. So, Department of Defense. Yeah, this is the organizational structure for the Department of Defense. And that's the Treasury, the Treasurer. For now, I could say they have only 5 units. As time unfolds, whoever that is the secretary knows what he or she wants, knows how to, move the United States of Biafra forward. This is the Bank of the United States of Biafra. Already, our Honorable COS has already, talked about it comprehensively this afternoon. And that's the already, she spoke of that. Then this is the Department for Justice and Legal Affairs. Yeah, this is employment, labor, and productivity. These are the duties. Education. Here, Biafra Department of Science and Technology and Education. We have, instead of bringing everything together, we want to give the best to our children. Someone mentioned about it, was it yesterday or today? Our education is good. Yeah, it was today. Someone was talking to me about the history of Biafra. We have a long way. We have come a long way. And our history cannot be written out. Because in Nigeria, I understand that some of the institutions don't even have history. So we have our voices, and we are going to tell our story and our history. Agriculture and natural resources. We have the Interior and Homeland Security. Department Culture and Tourism. We have other units there too. We have their responsibility. We also have transport and logistics. This was a very powerful one. We have almost 30 units here. Yeah, we have our electric buses, our diesel bus depot, metro station, driverless metro, a lot. In fact, we are going to enjoy Biafra. Yeah, Department of Water Resources. We don't have pipe-borne water in Biafra. So we are going to have clean pipe-borne water in Biafra. Thank you. Then our housing and urban development and infrastructure. Was it yesterday? Reverend Anene showed us a little bit of what we have for the Biafran people. Yeah. So our oil and gas. Health and human, we have more than 30 units in our health and human services. This organogram for the health department. Finance, economic development, and trade. So under the department, we have 3 solid departments. So whoever that is heading this, under the finance, economic development, and trade, will still have many units underneath, under the departments. Community and social services. I used to be the secretary for the women and children. So women and children services will come under community and social services. You can see we have the social assistance, family, education and orientation services, disability support, domestic and gender violence, advocacy and legal department unit, that will be unit, community development support for seniors and vulnerable groups, medical assistance, and a lot of them. Information and technology and postal services. That would be a good one too. Postal services. So youth and sports, we have an amazing, I wish Gautier is here to give us a brief, kind of give us, talk to us briefly about youth and sports. He really has a lot for our youths and sports. So policy and strategic planning, that's a department under that too. This science and tech, I think we've done, this are science and technology. Thank you so much.
Yes, Lord. Wopum komboti. Wemazamin. Wopum komboti. Biafra. We've seen the structure, and when we take a look at the structure, I can only say but one thing, my selector. This one is not for the brain dead, not for the chicken head. We chose freedom instead, and we are marching ahead. Yes, are you standing, understanding? In a standing, outstanding, and overstanding, because Biafra stand, Gidibam watching those who cannot stand, Gidibam showing them how to stand, Gidibam hoping they will someday stand, Gidibam, Biafra stand, watching those who cannot stand, showing them how to stand, hoping they will someday stand, Gidibam.
Thank you. Yesterday, I was talking about the women and the children. We have these women from back home country that exhibited their skills in their traditional way. I think they exhibited a drama that involved Onyendu and Simon Ekpa. You know, how Onyendu was kidnapped, sent to, is still incarcerated by the Zoo government, and how our Prime Minister now came and took the struggle. So they will show a brief drama on that, and now the dance of the women. Then subsequently we have the children dance, those back home country, that have showed their skills in cultural dance. Thank you so much.
What to vibes?
Yes. Good afternoon. I hope we are having fun. And I hope we all know why we are here. And everything is going accordingly. Yes. Please, members of the lobbyist committee, before the lunch, if you all can come up here so we can have some pictures. I just want to make this announcement because you guys have been working really hard. And also members of our redeclaration, that's Biafra redeclaration, the committee. Okay, during the lunch, if you all can come to the stage for picture, we really appreciate that. And at the banquet, we will be giving the certificate for every member that participated, and that will encourage others. Whenever Biafra need you, do the needful. And it's good that you'll be rewarded and remembered. So whatever we are doing, we always want to carry everybody along. Biafra need everyone, and without your support, without what you are doing, we're not going to be here today. So if you all can look at this beautiful arena and the food we'll be eating and the transportation and how everything is organized, is because of your effort, is because of your contribution, is because of what you bring to the table. If you have not been supporting, please kindly, it's not something that one individual or two can do alone, but collectively, we will be able to achieve one common goal. So my fellow Biafrans, please kindly key in any of the community and whenever you get the information of what do you need to do to serve your country. It's really important. Thank you.
Wow. Who is happy? Let's see your hands. Yay! All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. I know we are just beginning. A new chapter is about to begin. Marching to our homeland. Biafrans, it's time for lunch. We're having a late lunch, so please let us go straight to the lunch room. We have 1 hour because today is packed with activities. Straight to the lunch room, have your lunch, and let's be here 3:35. If you want, wear your time on your wrist, 3:35. Thank you. Members of the lobby group and declaration sponsors, please, you need to take a picture with the finance minister.
Please, if anyone picked an earring like this, a beautiful earring, please let me know, because the sister that owns it lost one of it. There is the iPhone that was picked up is with me. If you lost your iPhone in a purse, come to me and show your evidence of ownership.